Hey guys, I've had a few people ask for a follow-up of the Bolany Air Fork, so I'm doing a long-term review part 2. For those of you who haven't seen my other video, here's a quick recap. This is a 29er straight steer tube Bolany Air Fork 2019 model. I've lost track of how many miles I've put on the fork, but it has to have around 1,000 miles by now. I still ride to the trail, so all those miles are a mix of both road and trail. In the 3 years, the only time I've had to add air to the fork was for ride adjustment. In fact, after the last winter, I pulled the bike out and didn't have to make any adjustments whatsoever. Just cycled the fork a few times and it was good to go. The suggested pressure is still accurate for my body weight. It's hard to capture just how steep and bumpy hills are on video. You'll have to take my word for how many roots there are. I chose this fork because I was getting into mountain biking. I didn't want to invest in an expensive bike if I wasn't going to stick with it. Thinking if I liked the sport well enough, then I would eventually buy a better bike. But it turns out, for what I do, there isn't a need for a better bike. And the Bolany fork is partially the reason why. It's handled everything I threw at it, and I don't see myself doing anything that would be more demanding of the fork. It eats up the roots and bumps, and is a real treat on the trail. I seriously thought this fork would only last a couple of years, but it still seems solid and has gained my confidence in it.